Best-selling author and host of Dave, the Caregiver's Caregiver radio program, he frequently appears on TV and radio all across the country and has shared the stage with Suzanne Summers at Harvard. But his most important role is caregiver to his beautiful wife, Charlene, for over 22 years. Mr. Dave Nassaney.
Good morning. In a couple of weeks, my wife and I will be celebrating 44 years of being together. But 22 years ago, she suffered a massive stroke, and it left her severely speech impaired and paralyzed on the right side. But the story I want to tell you today is about what happened 45 years ago. I was single. I was going sailing. I pulled into my father's gas station because I wanted some free gas. And when I got there, my stepbrother said, "Hey, Dave, how you doing? Where are you going today?" I said, "Hi, John, I'm going sailing." And I immediately heard a little voice in my head. It said, "Invite him to go with you today." But instead, I heard come out of my mouth, "Hey, you should go sailing with me next week when I go again." "Yeah, sure, that'd be fun." I went sailing, had a great time. I came home, and I got a phone call from my father. "Hey, what's up?" I heard silence on the other end, and then finally these words, "John took his life tonight." I said, "No, I just saw him today. He was happy. We're going sailing next week." Every time there's a suicide in the news, I go through this. And I would presume that Caitlyn Jenner, our next guest on the stage today, would admit that they have suffered from suicidal depression. And caregivers do as well. In fact, 30% of them actually die before their loved ones do, just from stress alone. You know, AARP did a study of 1,677 caregivers, and they found that roughly half of them felt down, depressed, and hopeless just 2 weeks prior to the study. There is a higher incidence of suicide among caregivers, but we can help. Join our team of caring and loving caregivers, and let us be your support, because we want you to not only survive, but to thrive this thing called caregiving with practical and actionable advice and tools. Go to caregiverdave.com and watch our welcome video and accept our 2 free gifts. One is a book I wrote about overcoming unbelievable hardships, and the other is a welcome pack I put together. It'll get you plugged in, and you will thrive as a caregiver. If you are not a caregiver, or you know someone who suffers from depression, please send them to caregiverdave.com. And you just might be saving their life. Heck, you might be saving your own life. Thank you. Yeah.